Father, it's time to start.
What's that?
We're live now, Father.
We're live.
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm sorry here. Come on, Arlo. We got a show to do here. Sorry about that, gang. Come on, Arlo. Father Bob here with my dog Arlo, checking in with a word or two from the South Campus. Thanks for joining today. Things are good. You know, this is day 58 with the pandemic arriving to Minnesota and the stay-at-home mandate and all that. It's like life has changed so much. And I mentioned last week, it's kind of like the movie Groundhog's Day. It's the stay-at-home thing is like the same day every day being repeated over and over and over. And for some people, that repetition is actually a routine that they like, that works for them. Things are going quite smoothly. For other people, that routine is a monotony that's making them stir crazy. We call it the stay-at-home blues, you know. And like with any loss we experience where we took things for granted and all of a sudden they're not there, we gotta come to grips with the reality of it all, but it kind of goes in stages. For example, you know, at the beginning, the prayer might have been something like, God, this is not a big deal. This coronavirus, it's going to be gone in a couple weeks. Thank you. It's called denial. And then maybe a little bit later, it's, okay, God, if I say my prayers every day, you're going to get rid of this virus, right? It's called bargaining. And then maybe it became something like, you know, God, I say my prayers every day, and this virus is still around. What are you doing? Thanks for nothing. Anger. Or it might be, I'm so tired of this virus, I think I'll just spend the whole day in bed. Depression. By the way, depression and anxiety medications are up 35% since this thing started. So it's hard. It is. It's hard for people. But then it might be one day you wake up and you go, God, the coronavirus, it is what it is. And I'm just grateful I'm still here. It's called serenity. But getting to serenity, it's easier said than done. But with God's help and us working at it, we can get there. But invariably, to get there, we go through those previous 4 stages to get there, if that makes sense. We go, you know, denial, bargaining, anger, depression. They're all part of a normal part of the, we'll call it in our situation, the stay-at-home blues. They're normal, and they don't even happen in that sequence. And on any given day, you can experience any number of those stages. So yeah, don't worry, you're not going crazy. Hang in there. Like I said, with God's help, keep working at it. You can survive the stay-at-home blues and get to that sweet spot we call acceptance. That's where the serenity is. So it's kind of, acceptance is sort of like that lilac bush in my front yard. And that lilac bush blooms. It blossoms with a fragrance you can't believe, just makes you glad to be alive. Same thing with acceptance. When it blooms in our heart, there's a fragrance there. When it blossoms a sweetness in our life that makes us glad to be alive. So wherever you are these days, denial, bargaining, anger, depression, acceptance, or back and forth, it's okay. Keep working on it. We can get to serenity. We get strength. Keep praying. Be well. be good. For now, this is Father Bob and my dog Arlo. I'm going to give him a treat right here. Here you go, man. Signing off from the South Campus. Thanks for joining us. Hope to see you next week. Take care.